Right. Oh, this is actually looking better now. I'm making the eyes smaller. Whoops. Come on.
All right, we are live right now.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's AncapistanLounge. I have with me Koi Monster and
Hello.
Heartless Soy Boy, two returning guests, and a new guest, Thirsty Fox.
Hello there.
Hey, Thirsty Fox, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself since this is your first time on the stream?
Okay, my name is Thirsty Fox, aka Iron Ancap, and basically I'm, an Ancap, if you can tell by the first name, second name I should say, but no,
Mhm.
I have a YouTube channel if anyone is interested, but haven't made any videos. I made like a couple, but not enough. So yeah, just starting up my YouTube career.
Well, a start is better than no start. And Attack Helicopter Cat is in the live chat. Hello,
Yay!
AHC.
Yay,
Hello
hello. I'm working on one of my doll customs right now. God, it's a bitch to paint 3D objects.
All right.
At least the paint dries quickly.
Well, that's good. All right. So tonight's topic, as reading the what I put in the subject line, an agenda to suspect dissidents of statism or anything political, anything lamestream media, anything government related as criminals.
Oh, great. Wait, where's this?
I first found this out from Brian of High Impact Flicks. He did a video on this, and I found one of the two main articles that he showed. I found one of them. I'm gonna do screen share right now. All right. Go ahead, present to everyone.
Wonder how much that's gonna backfire.
Yeah, it's probably gonna backfire so much.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's like very likely a chance that to criminalize and jail any dissidents, any anarchists such as us, would only make more anarchists.
Yeah, exactly. Because even though people, I have people who don't disagree with me, but I bet even they would start to, sympathize even more, even though they, if I got arrested for this bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you know? You can't question anything. The state is a high deity.
And don't claim lamestream media. It's the gospel of truth, guys.
Oh, God.
All right.
Just let me know if I'm making too much noise, because I'm working on the painting right now.
Okay, well, right now you're fine.
All right, good.
Okay. Article on fizz.org. Belief in conspiracy theories makes people more likely to engage in low-level crime.
Bullshit.
Yeah, posted February 25th, 2019 from University of Kent. And this is United Kingdom.
Oh my god. Oh, so it's
college. All right, so
are they, so they're not going to outlaw it in the United States at least yet?
I'm gonna get to that.
All right then. Sorry.
It's
go ahead.
actually mentioned in a PDF by this college professor that I found. Well, it's mentioned in this article, so I'll go ahead and get started on the reading here. People who believe in conspiracy theories, such as the theory that Princess Diana was murdered by the British establishment, are more likely to accept or engage in everyday criminal activity. That's the main finding from new research by psychologists at the universities of Kent and Staffordshire into the wider impact that the conspiracy beliefs can have on behavior. Professor Karen Douglas of Kent School of Psychology was one of a team of 4 researchers to show that belief in conspiracy theories, previously associated with prejudice, political disengagement, and environmental inaction, also makes people more inclined to actively engage in antisocial behavior.
What do you
This
consider
stream
antisocial
proves
behavior?
how false that is. We're totally social
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I would
There's a
be more
little group
social,
here,
but
and there's more, you know.
I would be more social, but guess what? The state thinks it has the right to restrict to tell me that I can't own a driver's license because they just don't approve of it.
Yeah, I just want to like Shane Killian button, so every time I push it, it
Lie,
just goes a
lie,
lie.
lie, lie, lie.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, isn't Nate supposed to join?
Yeah,
I
he'll
don't
join
know. I don't know if he's joining or not.
Ugh.
Is he coming?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Cookies.
Oh well.
Oh, Night Shift is gonna join.
Cool. He's a cool dude.
Who?
Night Shift.
Yay. Yeah, I like
Yay.
him. Yeah, he's cool. He's very cool and funny.
Yep.
He might come in a little late, I guess. That's all right. Let's just continue with this article. In a first study, the findings indicated that people who believed in conspiracy theories were more accepting of everyday crimes, such as trying to claim for replacement items, refunds, or compensation from a shop when they were not entitled to do so. In a second study, exposure to conspiracy theories made people more likely to intend and engage in everyday crime in the future. Whoa, slow down, back the truck up. Look at this. That exposure to conspiracy theories made people more likely to engage in everyday crime in the future. This part of the statement right here is just pre-crime think. I'm trying to make pre-crime a reality, like from Minority Report.
Warning: everyone with hands is a potential shoplifter.
Hello, Night Shift.
And
Hey guys.
hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Could I mention this? Like, this article is committing the correlation fallacy.
Yep.
Elaborate, please.
Basically, they find something like, I guess they find like they see. I see like they compare 2 things that are totally separate. Like, so I'm extremely tired. I apologize, but no,
It's
like,
right. Yeah, just do what you can, you know.
Yeah, but no, like this article sees like one thing. I guess. Yeah, it just like takes one thing that like has a correlation to each other, but is not the causation. So
Yeah,
if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, I think it does, yeah.
Yeah, it's like not even stating or being clear about what, like, how the crimes start or whatever, or the mindset behind it.
Yeah, it's like really vague language here.
Yeah.
And this, in addition to that, there's like this little statement here that seems to want to make pre-crime a reality.
Oh my god.
Oh my, yeah.
There goes gravity. Sorry. Sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah, Minority Report, basically. Minority Report.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Minority Report?
Oh, it's a movie. It started out as a movie with Tom Cruise, a sci-fi movie in which there was this detective, I think,
They had psychics that could see murders before they ever happened, and they
Yeah.
went after the murderers. Turned out they were completely wrong about them, though.
Oh, what a shock.
So,
God damn it.
continuing on this crap about the second study, researchers found that this tendency was directly linked to an individual's feeling of a lack of social cohesion or shared values known as anomie.
Citation
anomie
needed.
Sorry for the noise, and sorry if I sound winded. I'm at the gym right now.
Yeah, pumping iron, bruh.
So, the Merriam-Webster, which is a clear enough definition of an anomie, social instability resulting of a breakdown of standards and values, also personal unrest, alienation, and uncertainty that comes from a lack of purpose or ideals.
Oofs.
Well, this pretty much right here is false. Because, after like finding out how corrupt the state is and how media tends to cover up for these corrupt crooks in high power, it gave me purpose. Actually felt purpose later on after just being bitter and stuff. So, what the heck is this article even mentioning about? Like, what the heck? It's not even being clear enough on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then ending this very short article, Dr. Dan Jolie of Staffordshire University said people believing in conspiracy theories are more likely to be accepting of everyday crime, while exposure to theories increases a feeling of anomie, in which turn predicts increased future everyday crime intentions. This is all a bunch of
Citation
fear
needed.
mongering to me.
What is this
That
bullshit?
sounds a lot like projection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sounds like
yeah,
projecting,
projection and fear mongering.
And citation needed.
Yep.
honestly. Right?
Citation needed. Citation fucking needed. Yeah, so it's and there's this I'm sure this is cancerous too. Negative childhood experiences can lead people to believe in conspiracy theories. I'm sure that's a load of crap.
I would say conspiracy theories actually saved, won us the war in World War II. I could be wrong, but that's what it seemed like.
All right, so yeah, so I did some digging. I wanted to find out who funded the University of Kent to do the research on conspiracy theorists and conspiracy theories. And I did find this article profile page of Professor Karen Douglas, who's mentioned in the article I just read. And this is her under her profile, Professor of Social Psychology, Director of Graduate Studies at University of Kent. Her main interest of research is the focus on beliefs in conspiracy theories. And she wrote here, why are conspiracy theories so popular? Who believes them? Why do people believe them? What are some of the consequences of conspiracy theories, and such theories be harmful? And like, can they be harmful? And then I did a little bit more digging around, and I found this PDF. I actually started reading this quite a bit before starting this stream. It's very interesting and also quite revealing into the mindset of the statist. All right, so the title of this article here blaming a few bad apples to save a threatened barrel, the system justifying function of conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories blame significant events on the secret actions of powerful, malevolent, and unjust actors. They range from wildly implausible, to name an example in parentheses here. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami was triggered by U.S. government scientists, through unlikely, such as U.S. government orchestrated or was complicit in the 9/11 attacks, to demonstrably true conspiracy theories circulating prior to the truth being revealed about the Watergate, Iran-Contra, and the Tuskegee syphilis scandals. Although their plausibility varies and their, quote, truth also varies, one thing they seem to have in common is that they are predominantly subversive. The majority of conspiracy theories point accusing fingers at authority and offer alternatives to official explanations. Their proponents often represent skeptics as gullible conformists or, quote, sheeple. Scholars have also written conspiracy theories' capacity to confront social hierarchies and to offer alternative, empowering understandings of social reality. Several findings provide support for this view. Endorsement of conspiracy theories is robustly associated with an enemy and political distrust. Projection much?
I'll say.
Exposure to conspiracy theories undermines people's confidence in their work. Their confidence in governmental positions on topics such as climate science and compliance with officially encouraged actions such as voting and vaccinating children. So this person is, I think Karen Douglas here is sort of on a mission to make sure everyone just conforms and believes authority and the gospel truth that the lamestream media runs.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
I mean, no,
wrong think is bad, and and no one questions anything, just believe.
yeah. Listen and believe.
Yeah.
Like, censorship seems to be popular with status. Doesn't matter, like, what party they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And little do they understand that censorship hurts everyone, even those who advocate it.
Yeah. Like, remember, was it the last stream I had with you guys where I told that one story about the guy who is like on his high horse saying, was it these different anime creators should be censored because he doesn't like their viewpoints, and then his video got put under age restriction?
Oh yeah, yep. I remember you explaining about that.
Yeah. Oh my God, the beautiful irony.
And who was that other guy who was advocating to censor everybody that quote unquote had their ideas explained already and got
Steve Shives.
Yeah. That guy's a cunt.
The
Oh yeah,
cancer-
that guy. Fuck that
the
guy.
cancer of YouTube, basically, and Twitter.
What about him though,
Or
dude?
is that Onision? I don't know.
Probably both. What about it though, dude? Did he get censored in some way and he went crying like a little bitch or something?
No, but like YouTube is actually he got promoted, remember?
Oh yeah, he got promoted like VidCon.
To what?
On VidCon, so that just
Oh yeah,
shows
that.
you how much the corporations want censorship.
And basically no one wanted anything to do with him or something.
Yeah.
Or yeah, there you go. It's like, that's like, hold on, sorry.
All right. That's why we're waiting on Corey.
Oh, sorry, there we go. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, there we go. Sorry, shouldn't work on physical projects while I'm on stream, but freak. Well, people, yeah, like people choosing who they want to associate with. It's like, yeah, freedom of association, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah. And anyone should want to listen to or associate with anyone they want and have imposing authoritarian control over that. It's just gonna blow up in everyone's faces.
Yeah.
It's self-destructive behavior.
Hmm.
We can see this throughout history, like Stalin, Hitler. What is that Chinese guy's name? Who?
Chairman Mao.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, have you guys seen his mole?
His mole.
Yeah.
I heard that guy was a pedophile too. Ugh.
He was
Oh.
a serious
They were
freak.
probably all pedophiles. Some of them just didn't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Continuing this nonsensical article here. Also, belief in conspiracy theories appears to be especially strong among members of disaffected minority groups, victimized groups, and those with extreme political leanings. Entertaining conspiracy beliefs, then, would seem to be at odds with a well-documented motivation, system justification. System justification theory proposes that people are motivated to hold positive views about existing social, economic, and political arrangements. This motivation arises because system justification symbolically satisfies relational, epistemic, and existential needs. Threats to the fairness, integrity, and legitimacy of social systems threaten these needs, causing people to defend, bolster, or rationalize the status quo, even at the expense of their own interests. For example, people use stereotypes to justify status differences between groups and employ other ideological devices such as rationalizations and outgroup favoritism to preserve the legitimacy of the social system. The meaning of status quo or the social system can mean different things to people in different contexts, but system justification theory refers to a general satisfaction or dissatisfaction with the systems on which people rely in their everyday lives.
Yeah, but without government, who's going to pay for my welfare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my roads.
I knew that was gonna come up.
My roads.
Speaking of roads, my birthday is this week, and I'm getting Donimos.
Yay!
Cool.
Oh, I love Domino's.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, their pizzas and their sub sandwiches.
Oh, they have
And they're
garlic in
making
the
the
crust.
roads.
And
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
And the schools and the hospitals.
Oh my god, there's private hospitals and private schools. Shut up.
Yeah.
But those are more expensive. No, they're not.
Yeah, I hate the argument. My teacher, my SAW teacher says, "Oh, public schools are cheaper than private schools."
No, they're
Like,
not.
what the fuck?
Maybe more people would be able to afford to go to private schools if the state wasn't taxing the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, taxation is theft.
No, it's not. Now put money in the bag or get shot.
Hand over the money, and I'll give you a piece of bread.
Or moldy sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I don't know what I was gonna say. It wasn't me, but never mind.
Noise, a lot of noise.
Sorry.
Okay, you were saying who was speaking?
Sorry, was gonna say something, now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Maybe it'll come to you in a bit. All right, I guess we'll read a bit more of this at least. So, Karen in her article writes, why do people subscribe to conspiracy beliefs when they appear to be so critical of authorities and institutions? One possible answer is that, like system justification, conspiracy beliefs satisfy important psychological needs, allowing people to make sense of events, avoid feelings of uncertainty, avoid existential anxiety, help make sense of a chaotic world, address feelings of powerlessness, deal with lack of control, protect the image of the in-group, and cope with the disadvantage. Conspiracy theorizing may represent a substitute route to these needs when system justification is untenable. We propose an alternative possibility, which is that conspiracy theories may paradoxically bolster support for the status quo when its legitimacy is threatened. What? As noted by Goretzel in 2010, a conspiracy theory gives believers some tangible to blame for their perceived predicament instead of blaming it on impersonal or abstract social forces. Specifically, conspiracy theories identify a small group of wrongdoers within the system who are responsible for the ills of society. These wrongdoers are not represented as being characteristic of society more generally, but instead are people working for special interests, such as corporations or corrupt elements within government, and against those of wider society. Conspiracy theories may therefore sometimes deflect blame for society's problems from inherent features of social systems to the alleged maleficence of small groups of people. Thus, conspiracy theories postulate that illegitimate and unjust factors influence people's lives, but often nominate factors that are not inherent to social systems. What do you think this means?
I don't know.
Projection.
Yeah.
Projection.
It's mostly projection.
No, you.
No, you!
No, you.
In this way, the motivated defense of social systems via conspiracy theories is analogous to the preservation of many cherished social beliefs. Subtyping preserves group stereotypes by categorizing people who divide them as members of special subgroups. Similarly, in order to defend beliefs that the world is just, people demonize wrongdoers, ascribing them to evil dispositions that make them unrepresentative of normal people. Likewise, people derogate deviant in-group members more harshly than deviant out-group members in order, ironically, to preserve the belief that typical in-group members are superior to typical out-group members. In all these cases, people attribute disconfirmatory phenomena to particular casual factors such as individuals' personality traits. In so doing, they can avoid revising beliefs about more general entities such as social groups. Also, people view problems in society as inevitable and therefore need to find ways to adapt to them. Believing in conspiracy theories may give people the opportunity to do so by attributing problems to the negative actions of outsiders whilst not questioning the system itself.
All this article is doing is wanting me. Oh, I want to believe in the flat Earth because of this article.
Yeah, I want to believe that God created everything in the on six. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face. Sorry. Sorry, creationist joke there. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, can hear
Yeah,
you
we
just
can.
fine.
Yep.
Sorry, a little anti-creationist humor there. Sorry.
It's fine.
Go.
All right. In some, there are grounds to predict that conspiracy theories may undermine support for the status quo, and grounds to predict that they may bolster it. However, no research has directly examined these predictions. We report a correlational pilot study and 3 experiments testing the novel proposal that conspiracy theories may bolster versus undermine support for the status quo. The pilot study examined the relationship between conspiracy theorizing and support for the social status quo. Study 1 examined whether conspiracy theorizing would increase versus not increase in response to system threat information. Study 2 tested the hypothesis that exposure to conspiracy theories would buffer the negative effects of the system threat on a measure of satisfaction with the status quo. Finally, Study 3 examined the mediating role of the attribution of societal problems to individual perpetrators rather than social systems. In the pilot study in Study 1, we focused on belief in several well-known conspiracy theories and also the general tendency to think conspiratorially. In subsequent studies, we aimed for greater experimental control by focusing on conspiracy theories in one particular context. Pilot study. We first report a pilot study that examines the relationship between conspiracy belief and satisfaction with the status quo. Evidence of such a relationship would provide grounds for experimental studies examining the effects of systems threat and conspiracy theories on satisfaction with the status quo. Participants completed scale measures of conspiracy belief and system justification. If conspiracy theories tend to subvert the status quo, we can expect a negative correlation between these different beliefs. If conspiracy theories help to uphold the status quo, this correlation should be positive. Wouldn't most
Citation needed.
conspiracy theories be against the status quo?
I think so. I mean, I looked at some conspiracy theorists, arguments, and it seems that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like the flat earthers.
Yes. And when it comes to conspiracy facts, we pretty much are against like status quo.
Mm-hmm.
So this article seems nonsensical to me. What was that noise?
Oh, sorry, that was a notification.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, this article proves nothing. It's just a bunch of word salad, a bunch of nonsense. Well, let's read further into this nonsense.
Oh god.
Method, participants, and design. 98 undergraduate students at a British university, 25 men and 73 women. Eight, gave their informed consent to participate in an online questionnaire for course credit. In this and all other studies reported in this paper, the questionnaire management software Qualtrics was used, and the university's psychology ethics committee granted ethics approval. Belief in both real-world conspiracy theories and general notions of conspiracy were measured as the predictor variables, and satisfaction with the status quo was measured as the criterion variable. A medium-sized correlation between variables required a sample size of approximately 85 participants for 80% power of detecting the effect. We therefore targeted 98 to 102 participants, anticipating a 15 to 20% dropout. Materials and procedure. Conspiracy beliefs are measured using a scale assessing belief in real-world conspiracy theories. There were 17 statements. The British government was involved in the death of Princess Diana. 1 equals extremely unlikely. 7 equals extremely likely. Further, a scale was used to measure belief in general notions of conspiracy. There were 15 statements. Example, the government is involved in the murder of innocent citizens or well-known public figures and keeps this a secret. 1 equals definitely not true. 5 equals definitely true. Satisfaction with the status quo was measured using K and Jost's general system and justification scale. Participants responded to 8 items. In general, I find society to be fair. 1 equals strongly disagree. 9 equals strongly agree. Look. Alright. That's the wrong key. Let me get back to... Alright. Satisfaction with the status quo. Participants respond to 8 items. Example. Yeah, I read past that. Our scores indicating greater support for the status quo. The order of the scales was randomized. At the conclusion of the pilot study, the participants were debriefed in writing and were thanked for their participation. Results and discussion. Belief in real-world conspiracy theories was positively correlated with belief in general notions of conspiracy. Using oblique rotation, we conducted an exploratory factor analysis of the individual items of both scales. The scales were used in this pilot study in Study 1, so the factor analysis was conducted across data from this study in Study 1 in order to increase power. Statistical assumptions were met, and the analysis revealed 2 factors in Eugene values, one explaining 43.38% and 6.83% of the variance respectively. Each component showed strong loadings on the rotated solution. Each item loaded substantially on the predicted scale, with the exception of 2 items from the real-world conspiracy scale, which cross-loaded on general notions of conspiracies about JFK and aliens. Results were not affected when these 2 items were omitted from the real-world conspiracy scale. Sorry.
Like, don't these idiots know, like, more censorship would cause more of an uprising?
Yeah, I know, right?
Where is everybody? I'm just... Are you guys still...
Sorry.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
I'm working on my project. I don't want to make noise.
Yeah, same here. I'm working on something over here. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah? What are you working on? Night shift?
Oh, I'm just lifting weights and stuff.
Ooh, woo, woo.
Okay. So... Alright. Belief in real-world conspiracy theories and general notions of conspiracy were positively correlated with satisfaction with the status quo. It gives like these equations here. That is, participants who endorsed conspiracy theories perceived society to be fairer, more legitimate, and more secure. What? No.
What? Nobody said anything.
It's just this sentence just does not make sense to me.
No, it doesn't at all. Like, oh, people believe JFK got assassinated by CIA or whatever. Therefore, it causes violence.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have the burden of proof. They don't have citations. This article is a piece of shit because
It is. It's a bunch
Yep.
of nonsense.
it's missing the main two components.
Yeah.
Good God.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, this is just a bunch of nonsense. Conspiracy theories don't support statism, for example. Yeah, these college students whoever, I don't know, either they manipulated the evidence or their participants were a bunch of boneheads or a little of both.
Most likely both.
Mm-hmm. Continuing, we note, however, that these correlations arose from a small undergraduate student sample, and we should therefore be cautious in drawing any strong conclusions from them. Further, the correlations do not imply that there is a causal link between conspiracy belief and satisfaction with the status quo. Our next step was therefore to experimentally examine whether belief in conspiracy theories responds to system threat. Under study 1, the study employed a system threat manipulation adapted from previous research in which participants read a paragraph describing the social, economic, and political circumstances in the United Kingdom as either problematic, system threat, or not, system affirming. This type of manipulation was previously been shown to decrease general satisfaction with the status quo immediately afterwards. This manipulation also motivates social cognitive efforts to restore the psychological legitimacy of the status quo, including victim derogation and enhancement, attraction to women who embody sexist ideals, and approval of gender inequality in the attainment management positions. Oh my god. SJW stuff. Following this manipulation, participants rated their belief in conspiracy theories. We argue that if the motivation to restore the status quo similarly motivates belief in conspiracy theories, then conspiracy belief should increase under system threat. The opposite prediction holds if instead conspiracy beliefs undermine support for the status quo, in which case they should be rejected as additional system threats.
Can I ask a question? What prompted this discussion on conspiracy theories exactly?
What prompted me? Well, I wanted to look at. I first read through under this article here at phys.org, in which I found out from a previous high impact flicks video.
Okay.
See this this article in which is belief in conspiracy theories makes people more likely to engage in low level crime. And that's bogus. And this article here, the first article, implies pre-crime, that pre-crime should be a thing.
Oh god.
Actually, I wanted to mention something really quick. There was this computer game that I used to play. It was a city builder game, and it was called SimCity Societies. And in that game, there was this one building that you could place in your city, and it was called the AI, and it was called the AI, or Artificial Intelligence Crime Forecast. And it was basically like it was basically like that. It was like a crime predeterminer or something like that.
Oh god.
And it had one function, and that function was called quash free thought.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know.
Quash free thoughts.
Quash free thought. That's literally what this sounds like. That's literally what this whole thing sounds like. Is they're trying to
1984.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Wait, was that game a dystopian game or no?
No. Okay, so it was so the cities you could build, there was multiple genres of cities that you could build. There was a capitalist city, a romantic city, small town. There was actually an authoritarian dystopian city that you could build. Or
Oh.
my favorite one was the cyberpunk city. Or you could mix them
Cool.
up, and it was really cool because you could mix them all up. But my favorite genre of buildings to place in my cities were from the cyberpunk genre, because they were kind of like the capitalist one, only more futuristic looking. And my favorite two were from the cyberpunk and capitalist genre. So yeah.
Mhm.
QL.
But I mean, there was that building in there, and it had that function. And I stayed away from building that thing like the plague, honestly, whenever I played it. So yeah.
So, did you actually build it once and then you said, "Whoops, I'm never building it again"?
I actually placed it because I thought it looked cool. I saw what its function was, and I basically read what its description was, and I bulldozed it.
Good.
Good man.
Exactly.
Yeah, even in the game, you don't want it. You don't want that shit.
Exactly. Ugh.
Yeah, so this article is pretty much an implementation to quash free thought, you think?
Yeah, basically.
I do actually. Yes,
Hmm.
very much.
All right. Do you want to go further into this, or it's enough?
No more.
Yeah, I guess we get the point.
I need to do an ASMR after this,
Yeah,
so you can hear my sexy pencil sharpener.
they're not going to provide us any evidence at all, so I don't see the
Yeah,
point.
it's
That's my
just a
sexy
bunch of
pencil
word
sharpener.
salad.
Oh, more than pencil sharpener.
All right. Well, now let's take a look at the live chat.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Guess who's
Yeah.
back? Back again. Soy Boy's back. Tell the Dems.
Yep, so chat's been pretty much empty, which is a shame. Other than a tech helicopter cat.
Yeah, I guess Monday isn't really the best day for traffic, so
No,
that's my guess.
I guess.
Mondays are the worst.
Mm-hmm. Stop sharing.
Did you become Garfield suddenly? Sorry.
The Chupa Garfield. Like the Chupacabra and Garfield mix.
I have too much stuff.
Yeah, so
Oh, great. Darkon said he's going to interview SO tomorrow evening.
Cool.
no, that's nice.
Yeah.
I do want to mention that earlier, in between starting this stream and after seeing the video that caught my interest by Brian of High Impact Flicks, I thought, this could blow up in all their faces and it would be funny. The tyrants are paranoid. They are so paranoid, and they're being so stupid too. Like the following agendas that could come after this was just put out could cause more crap that would bring about more people that would wake up. Yeah, whatever they do, more people are just gonna wake up.
Yeah, like I know a lot about conspiracy theories, just simply because my dad is a full conspiracy theorist. He believes that 9/11 was I guess hoax, as you can call it, and he believes that reptilians are running in the sewers, controlling our minds.
Oh gosh.
He believes that there are 51 races of alien, and he believes in like the paranormals. Like he's as conspiracy theory as you can get. So,
Oh, wow. No, I'm going to be the first to
Oh,
say this,
geez.
though. I do actually believe that there are extraterrestrials out there. I don't believe that they're controlling us, though, honestly.
No.
Wait, you don't believe what about Israel?
No.
Talking about extraterrestrials.
Israel, extraterrestrials. What's the difference?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I believe
no
I
shit.
believe in the plausibility. I believe in the plausibility, but
What the hell? What happened to me?
We got
Oh,
kicked
God. Maybe it was the
No.
aliens. Maybe they took me out. I don't know.
Well, it crashed. It crashed on me before.
I'm sorry for my uneventful absence, everybody. I
It's
just want to
fine.
tell everyone that everything that the conspiracy theorists believe in is a lie, and that I am totally not believing in aliens controlling us or anything. Hail Hydra!
Yeah, like it's just mind-boggling about like with these SJWs and we're gonna hurt their feelings if we say JFK got assassinated or whatever. I don't really care, but no, like it's just mind-boggling. And their utopia is 1984.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So
More
do
of
you
a
guys?
dystopia.
So do you guys believe this conspiracy theory? You know that 9/11 was an inside job. Yeah.
Well, truth be told, I haven't actually looked in all the 9/11 stuff yet, but there are some suspicious stuff that doesn't have me actually believe the official story.
I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Okay, I gotta go for a
Okay.
little bit.
The funny thing is that Trump did it. He was on the news. When the 9/11 attack happened, he said that there's no way that plane could have crashed that building. Like there had to be bombs underneath. So that's why I believe it's an inside job.
Yeah, and and it's not just him that said it. There are like these other people, like on the day that the horrible tragic event happened. There was more than one people saying that they heard what sounded like an explosion.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably the U.S. government killing its own people and decide, let's go to war.
Yeah, it's it's just awful, and they just wanted to go. They wanted to create this false flag that seems to cause quite a ruckus on Iraq and Afghanistan.
Upsetting, like.
Yeah, and it's already been proven that the whole weapons of mass destruction was a lie.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Well, the insanity.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? The Megadeth song. You take a mortal man, put him in control.
A song?
Yeah. Megadeth.
Oh, which song was that?
Sympathy of Destruction.
Yeah, they do some really good. They do some really good songs. The Peace Cells and the one End of the Line or something.
Mm-hmm.
They mentioned like woke up in a black FEMA box. This was some type of nightmare.
Aren't they anarchists?
Megadeth?
Yeah.
It
Or
seems like it.
yeah, just judge them by their songs. But like the reason why I brought up that song is it just showed the song was about if you like take one man, put him into power, everything's gonna go to shit.
Yeah. And there And some of the statist claims, oh, freedom is dangerous. No, 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 no. Putting people in power, that's dangerous. Because the more power that you allow someone or a group to have, the more dangerous things become.
Yeah, and no matter how much you try to overcomplicate it to where it seems like there's not going to be any damage control. There's still going to be damage control. Like if you overcomplicate, democracy is overcomplicated.
Yeah.
It's messy. It's yeah. But with anarchism, all we have to do is just follow natural law. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but
Yeah, simple. You can be free to do as we want. You just don't hurt other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Living life in human society shouldn't be so complicated. We shouldn't have thousands and thousands of pages of legalese that people are never going to read all the way through, like codes and regulations and all that stuff. And there shouldn't be so-called public services that have catch 22s embedded in.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I have to get going. I have to make myself dinner and
All right.
yep.
All
So
right, enjoy dinner.
Nice to
thanks.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hopefully we can talk again.
Yay.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. It was cool having you
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, thanks. I guess I'll be on VC later tonight.
Okay.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
All right, later.
Later.
My
Night shift
sculpture
is gonna come back.
My sculpture's getting a little top heavy. Damn it.
Ah.
I wish the eyes didn't come out so shitty on my doll.
Ataku's online, so
Cool.
let's see if he wants to come on.
QL. Yeah, sorry if I'm making too much noise. You gotta let me do the ASMR at the end. Got some crinkly paper. Not crinkly paper, but I got a bag that I keep opening and whatnot, so I'm working on a clay tree right now. Trying to air dry clay around these wires that I cut from recycled wire from old sketchbooks.
All right,
notebooks.
so I see from Yellow Snake Podcast in the live chat,
Cool.
it's Trump's fault, all of it. I'm not sure.
Eh.
It probably meant to be a joke. So
this deer doll looks like she's seen shit. Just having Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, I definitely want to start my next article on this and just put in some snark and some wit and a whole lot of reasoning and stuff like that. In a sort of form of open letter towards the online monitors so they could pass the information on to their superiors or whomever. It's been a while since I've directly addressed the online monitors.
Oh, okay. Something serious happening. What's so funny?
Just want to pass this message to just want to poke fun at the tyrants that are being so paranoid. I don't know how this Karen Douglas person got to be where she is now, but I think someone influenced her and groomed her to want to make her believe and take interest in research on conspiracy theories and focusing on what such nonsense. How could any conspiracy theory inconsequential and harmful.
Well, it depends on the conspiracy theory. Like, the whole was it Saddam Hussein having weapons of mass destruction?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty dangerous.
Yep. That came from Bush and
Boo.
mainstream media. But I don't think she wants to
Mainstream media.
look into that much. I don't think her research is towards that specifically. More towards like us being against government mainstream media. I think that's the scope of her research. That's the target. So she's targeting in her research.
All right.
And I'm just
I had to
curious.
put some things away.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
just
sorry
curious.
if I keep muting myself, but yeah, I just gotta keep putting things away.
Okay.
I just hope my tree sculpture here doesn't get too top heavy.
Oh,
I'm working on the
hopefully
roots
it
right
won't.
now. Huh?
Yeah. I said hopefully it won't get too top heavy.
Yeah, I should have done should have worked from bottom to top, but well, at least I know better now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did the branches for most of the branches first, and then I started doing the roots just now. So, although it's a lot of clay on the bottom, it's gonna because this stuff is like really hard when it dries up. It's like very nice and soft when it's wet still, but when it gets when it dries and hardens, it's really hard. That's what he said. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just afraid because there's some cracks on it too. So let's see. I'm gonna have to throw out this piece of paper here. I was using it as a palette. So hold on.
All right. So how long have you been working on this tree sculpture? I guess she muted herself.
All right, sorry about that. You still there?
Yep, still here. So
Okay,
how
there
long
you
have you been working on this tree sculpture?
A few weeks. I put because keep putting parts of it off because let's see, added more wire to it on the bottom so that way I can make more roots. And I put some more clay on the branches, which I should have waited for, but yeah, now I realize work from top to bottom, or bottom to top, I should say, so it doesn't get top heavy. And let's see, I don't know if yeah, let's see, the varnish has to, I don't know if I put varnish on it, but I don't know how much, or for the doll, but I don't know how much I have to put it on. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey. So did you catch up on were you like tuning in from the beginning on tonight's stream or?
Oh no.
All right. Well, to catch up a bit, we covered an article from phys.org in which is a projection and fear-mongering article on their part that anyone who believes in conspiracy theories is likely suspect to be a criminal, basically. Yeah. And I found the profile page of this college professor whose primary research interest is on conspiracy theories. She wants to know, like, why are conspiracy theories popular? Who believes them? Why do people believe them? what are some of the consequences of conspiracy theories, and can such theories be harmful?
Ah.
Yeah, we looked through most of one article in PDF format that she wrote, and it was a bunch of word salad.
Figures.
Yeah, and nonsense like this they like this hypothesis and supposed um, studies that proved their hypothesis that there are those who believe in conspiracy theories are for the status quo, which is not true at all. Usually goes against the status quo.
Yeah. But without Globbermont, who would stop the people from thinking and questioning things?
Yeah. Yeah, and Night Shift earlier he talked about something in this Sim City game, and there's this tower, this AI tower that you could put in any sort of city in which its primary function was some type of pre-crime mechanism to quash free thought. And this article from phys.org basically is sort of that, like an implementation to quash free thought.
Yeah.
And within the vague language that was written in this article, there is a part that does express the want to have pre-crime. The claim within a second study on this mentioned in this article, to exposure to conspiracy theories made people more likely intend to engage in everyday crime in the future. What? Yeah. And, on the bright side, it's pretty much the higher ups are getting paranoid, and the more actions they do, the more it'll just blow up in their faces, and the more dissidents that will arise. Yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense, and I think it's funny on how paranoid those under government are being about this right now, that they want to criminalize any disbelievers.
Oh boy. Heretics.
Yeah. The heathens, criminals. They don't believe, so they're gonna do bad things.
Anarchists are the new heretics.
Yeah. All right, and Kapotaka wants to join, so I'll leave him the link to the stream call. Yeah. Yeah, and out of curiosity, I wanted to look at Professor Karen Douglas's other publications, and there was one in which is something about uniqueness. I'm
back. Sorry, I was
Hey.
cutting a bunch of wire.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. The title of this publication, in quotes, "I know things they don't know. The role of need for uniqueness and belief in conspiracy theories."
Oh, unlike you, special snowflake professors.
Yeah. Connecting the dots, illusory pattern, perception predicts belief in conspiracies and the supernatural. I'm just going through, like, there's quite a list. There's one right here. You just can't trust them. Conspiracy theories erode people's faith in politicians and democracy itself.
This is an extremely huge threat to our democracy. Every news
Yeah.
station ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what that one's about.
Oh my god. Hello, Otaku.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm currently we finished looking through this one stupid professor's publication whose interest is researching in conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists. And there's this nonsensical belief that those who believe in conspiracy theories support the status quo, which has been demonstrably false.
Yep.
And I've been looking through some of the titles of these articles, such as I know things they don't know, the role of need for uniqueness in belief on conspiracy theories, and there was one in which I just saw in the list. You just can't trust them. Conspiracy theories erode people's faith in politicians and democracy itself.
Oh no, they're finding the truth out.
No, they're questioning us. No, we can't have that.
Must be made safe for democracy.
It's extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Conspiracy theories has always been associated with counterculture and not believing the status quo.
Yeah.
While some of them may be stupid or at least disproven, most of them tend to be true. Like, what's funny is one of the most viewed videos of all time that has 11 million views is the top 10 facts you wish weren't real about 9/11, and YouTube goes out of its way to make that video nearly impossible to find, even though it's the most viewed 9/11 video on all of YouTube.
Oof.
Wow.
Oofies.
Oh, gee. And why do you think we should trust this professor?
I don't trust any professors anymore. It's partly why I don't take fucking colleges seriously.
Yeah.
Because all they are is just a bunch of liberal hack jobs.
That's why I dropped out.
When I used to go to college, now I don't, and I kind of don't really fucking care anymore because they're not even teaching me what I'm there to teach me, so it's like, well, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. Fuck yeah.
Evil? Sorry about that. My fucking cable box is being stupid.
Okay.
Now I'm just looking further on this list and see what just jumps out. There's one on climate change. Why the conspiracy theories are dangerous. I'm guessing this is pro climate change, the jargon.
Yeah, but the climate change isn't caused by humans emitting CO2 because, one, volcanoes have emitted CO2 in the past, and they've done so in far copious quantities. And two, Earth's wobbling on its axis, and this alters its orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what most people fail to understand about climate change. And I remember Dapperton addressed this in one of his new Zalgo videos, or whatever he calls his new demon character, that most climate change and quote unquote pollution is caused by nature itself. You can't do shit about it. We humans cause so little pollution, it is nothing. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Fight against nature itself? Yeah, we've all seen how that worked. How that's worked in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We are Mother Nature's bitch. There's nothing you're gonna do about it.
Yeah. Freaking commies.
I'm sick of these fucking idiots that always fearmonger about fucking climate change. It's like, really? Like how many times do we have to be proven that climate change is not going to end the world? Even if the like I remember one time Hoodie even pointed out in one of his videos that the polar ice caps, or I can't remember if it was Hoodie or Dapperton, but one of them pointed out that the polar ice caps have actually gotten bigger recently, not melted away.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Romans lived in a significantly hotter time than our current era, and they had literally no cars, no factories, nothing. And it's just fun.
And this woman, Karen Douglas, it seems she's a feminist too. Well, that explains it. That explains much.
You should jump off the nearest
like the
bridge on principle alone.
Oh yeah, like the conspiracy that men get paid more just because they have dicks.
There's this one title of the article, quote, "A giant leap for mankind, but what about women? The role of system justifying ideologies and protecting attitudes towards sexist language." Yeah, methinks she's a feminist.
Whammon. Someone think of the whammon.
But respect the women's.
I'm sick of people taking this respect whammon and quote unquote, in air quotes, strong independent woman shit and trying to force it into media where it doesn't belong, and then they think we're stupid enough to not understand that we know they're full of shit. I posted this tweet on my Twitter that recently blew up, and a lot of idiots actually attacked me for it. I put Kitty, you may have seen it. I put hey, Hollywood shills. Do you think that do you really think that all the negative reviews towards Captain Marvel is because everyone is sexist? And then I posted another screen cap above it of Alita Battle Angel, which is a female-led movie that the audiences loved. And it's like, you really think it's because of sexism? No, we love women, but we also love good movies. And it even got the attention of one of the biggest YouTubers, Angry Joe, and while some sensible people commented on it, there were so many fucking shills and idiots that were trying desperately to defend the movie and say how it's a good movie and it's a good thing that it's a strong independent wham-on movie, even though it's actually a boring, dull piece of shit. They're taking women and they're making them boring pseudo men. Feminists hate femininity. Feminists are the biggest sexists out there. They hate women.
Yeah.
They want to kill femininity.
Yeah, they hate men and women, it seems.
Don't they hate themselves then?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, even though it's mostly joking and memeing, but to a certain extent, it's kind of a sad reality that the reason why traps are becoming such a big cultural phenomenon is because of this stupid culture war we're in and all the bullshit that feminists are doing. It's making men become best girls and women are becoming nothing now. And it's kind of funny. Even if it is kind of a meme in the trap community, there's a certain level of truth to it.
Traps are gay, though.
Yeah.
They are.
Girls.
They are, though. Fucking gay.
I got a meme that perfectly sums up it. It's not gay to be attracted to a trap because you're attracted to their feminine female qualities and looks. It's only gay. It's gay if you want to fuck a trap. It was the trap theme song.
Trap music.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look at some of these articles later, just to get snippets and like information and on what's gonna be pushed. Like I just found an article related to 9/11 conspiracy theories. This headline reads, "What about Building 7, a social psychological study of online discussion of 9/11 conspiracy theories?" Well, Building 7 is conspiracy fact, not theory.
What's that though you're referring to? The Building 7.
Building 7, it's World Trade Center Building 7. That, it's related to 9/11. It's the one that was demolition, controlled demolition.
Oh.
Oh, World Trade Center
I don't know
7.
about that one, no.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, sorry.
Well, a plane didn't hit that building.
Was it the it was the second one? Or one of the two?
Not the two towers, it's a separate building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you a little video in which what's his name? Larry Silverstein, in which he gave the orders to have the building demolished. To have it, yeah. Yep. So, yeah, duh, you'd have to be stupid to believe that 2 planes hit 3 buildings.
I'm back.
I don't think a plane is that strong to hit 2 buildings on collision.
You guys talking about 9/11?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was an inside job.
Yeah, I brought this up. I brought up Building 7 because of this title, written by the same Professor Karen Douglas. Yep. And Michael J. Wood. The headline of this title, the title of this article is, quote, "What about Building 7, end quote, a social psychological study of online discussion of 9/11 conspiracy theories." Yep, so I'm going to read that one later. Yeah, I'm going to have to bookmark this page. Done. Bookmarked. Yeah, and turns out that this writer is also a feminist, so...
Again, I don't know why feminists still exist. Like, at this point, all they're doing is they're trying to do is undo all the work that feminism accomplished, thus defeating the whole point of the movement. They just want to bring sexism back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really crazy, and yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm against the concept of equality.
Yeah, to achieve equality for all is just insanity. It's never gonna happen.
Democrats always have the best things to say about equality. Equality is synonymous with fascism. Remember, under communism, everyone is equal when they're all dead.
Yeah.
And I just think I don't get why people are so even people who are like on our side, like Undoomed or Hunter Avalon, they all preach so much about how equality is a very important thing. No, equality is horseshit.
That was strange.
Quality of opportunity is one thing, but
Well, equality of opportunity, I could maybe argue that that's important, but I will always argue that freedom will always be more important to equality because as a wise demon once said, for you can either have freedom or you can have equality. You can't have both. For every 1 point you gain in equality, you trade away a point in freedom.
Yeah.
Wow. It says wow. Who's holding
Also,
wow?
human beings are not born or made equal in any capacity. So you have to basically force freedom onto people, which, as we know, won't work, which is why equality is synonymous with fascism, because people are not born equal, so therefore if everyone's not equal, you can't force equality onto them.
That's right.
I'm probably gonna make a video on this at some point, why I'm against equality and why I think equality is just not as good as people make it out to be. It may sound all good on paper, but when you actually break down what it takes to make people equal, it's even what's sad is even a My Little Pony episode completely destroyed why equality is actually a bad thing. Even My Little Pony just completely dismantles the concept of equality in an episode that I have to admit was actually brilliantly written, even though that show makes me want to puke.
Yeah, I've actually seen that. It's the cutie map or something.
Yeah, everyone has like an equal mark. No one is exceptional. Everyone is the exact same. And then when people come in there that are different because they're not equal, then it just they get outcast and treated like villains because of indoctrination.
Little Pony did that?
Yeah.
He actually made a brilliant episode dismantling equality.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send the different parts to it I think it's to like a part 1 and a part 2, and on YouTube it's available to view. It's divided up into different parts.
If I knew the name of the episode, I would leave a link to the name of the episode so you could check it out, because I saw this in a video that talked about how My Little Pony is red pilling people and they don't even realize it, and that episode was brought up.
Yeah, so I think the episode is called The Cutie Map.
Oh God.
Hold on, let me
If I could bring my friend David over here, he could probably help us because he's actually a brony, so he'd be able to help us, but I don't think he's active, and I don't think I can get him to come on here anyway.
Talking about that one dude with the brony profile picture?
look. Yep, I think I found it. Yep. I found the playlist that someone put together. The cutie map. Yep, so I'll put the link in the description to this playlist, and I'll put it here in the group chat. I remember seeing this. Hey, Unkempt Doggo.
Hello.
Oh.
Yep, so there's the entire playlist of the clips that expose communist think and that expose how equality is bad and communism is bad.
I don't understand how people can look at communism and think that's good, I want to try it, unless they are literally retarded. Which is not actually that far off, because I remember Mr. Dapperton made a video on this person who was a communist, and the person actually was mentally out there and on the spectrum, and he felt kind of bad for making a response video to him for a little bit, but then you realize, you know what, he's wrong, so I'm going to debunk him anyway. Even if he's retarded, I'm going to treat him just like I would treat anyone else.
Retarded. He's just autistic, dude. There's a difference.
He even sounded like a retard. He had the voice and everything. When he's trying to say it's time to wake up the sheeple. I can't do, even though I'm technically on the spectrum, I can't do a very good retarded voice.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Because even though I'm on the spectrum, I don't have any of the disabilities that make you stupid. I have the disability that makes me socially awkward, but intelligent as hell.
I'm hyper.
In fact, I even have my own theory that Asperger's is not actually a disability, it's just the next step in human evolution. I even had a science teacher once back up this theory that you might actually be onto something.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, so Doggo, earlier we covered this interesting article in which the tyrants in power are getting really paranoid, and they're arranging their useful idiots to work up the propaganda machines and call out anyone who doesn't follow with government and doesn't agree with lamestream media, that they're likely to engage in criminal activities.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense.
Apparently, I'm going to be the world's best robber when I grow up.
Yeah, and this college professor that I found, I wanted to look into more behind the first article that was first shown on the YouTube channel High Impact Flicks, and I found the author's page on Kent University. It's this college in the United Kingdom. And so this person, let's see. Yeah, there's quite a handful of articles on the topic of conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists.
What are these conspiracy theories of?
Well, they mention like JFK, sort of mentioned a bit there, and 9/11 conspiracy.
Oh.
I remember one ignorant YouTuber laughed at me because he decided to ask if I believed in any conspiracy theories, but he did it only so he could record it and get his sheep to laugh at me because I said that I believe in some of the conspiracy theories, like the JFK one, and it was fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the JFK one is conspiracy fact. Well, basically, nothing is beneath the state. Nothing is. They have no qualms taking out their own.
JFK was one of the only presidents that was adamantly against the government, pointed out all the evil, wrong things that they did. It would make sense why they would want him dead.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I wouldn't want to become run for president, despite how many people think I could run and win because of how smart I am and good at debating, is because likelihood is the government would go out of their way to have me killed, and I'm not going to become the next JFK.
So is the JFK conspiracy have to do with like, what? Not some mental dude killed him. The government killed him.
Either that or the government paid someone to kill them. One of the two. That's the most likely possibility. Some people, for some reason, think it was the mafia, though the government is the world's largest mafia anyway, so I don't know what the difference would be.
Loud doggos.
Oh, sorry about my doggos. I didn't even notice. I didn't even realize.
They sound like little doggos.
They're very little doggos. I got 3 little doggos, all Maltese.
I'm sure they're cute.
Oh, they're very cute. You know those purse dogs that those very famous people carry around, like those white little fluffy things?
Mm-hmm.
It's those.
Oh boy.
They're big yappers, that's for sure.
And that's why I don't like dogs. I like cats. They're only
Those are
annoying
quiet.
when they want food.
I can't have cats in my house.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. There's always like people who say they can't have cats or they hate cats for some ridiculous reason.
No, it's because my mom's allergic to them.
But I was a bit skeptical because one time a cat brushed up against him and absolutely nothing happened to him.
Huh. She's not allergic to the cat.
That
She's allergic to the
self-diagnosed
fur.
themselves as allergic to cats.
I mean, I have weird allergies. I'm allergic to cockroaches.
Really?
Oh, I'm allergic
That's
to. I have a
weird.
very, very bizarre allergic reaction to celery, but nobody ever believes me when I tell them it. They think it's just an excuse for me not to eat vegetables. But whenever I eat celery, it causes me to violently throw up anything I eat or drink. And since my mother had to learn this hard way because I told her this, but she didn't believe me. And then all throughout the day, we're going out doing some errands and stuff, and I'm violently puking everything, and my mother's over here scared shitless. And I told her this is exactly what would happen. But she didn't believe me.
Well, thank God I haven't experienced anything with the cockroach. I don't know what would happen. I mean, what are the odds of me getting even like touched by a cockroach?
I will never understand how those things can survive a nuclear war, yet you can squash them and they'll die.
I know, right? Like they die just by being near
Yeah.
light
I
for a
mean,
certain amount
a
of time.
spider can kill a cockroach with no effort, but a nuke can't. How is it that spiders are superior killers than us?
Well, instead of nukes, maybe we should just fill bombs with spiders.
Oh my God!
Well, even though I'm slowly recovering from it,
Mother
I
God,
still
no.
have arachnophobia, and it is one of the most common phobias, so maybe not a good idea.
No, meanwhile, in Ancapistan, recreational mixed spider bombs.
Although there was this one time that somehow spiders actually rained from the sky, and nobody knows how it happened.
Wait, yo, I heard something about that. There was I think this is right. There's another one where it was either birds or fish were falling from the sky. And people believe, sorry about the loud, oh my God. Oh, geez, hold up.
How many animals does he have?
I only have one. Well, I used to have a snake, but my mom decided to sell it.
So people believe that the fish fell on, like, it was literally just raining fish, like legit, it was raining fish. People believed it because recently there was a tornado that struck near waters that are like, well, all of the fish that got sucked up in that tornado was flung all the way over there. That's what they think happened. Could you imagine walking out to your front porch all of a sudden, look up, fish falling out of the sky?
Oh.
Weird.
I would grab as much as I can and say, well, I just got dinner for the next year. Fuck you, government. I'd be that kind of guy.
That kind of guy. Like, there's that one guy that has like covering himself. He's just scared shitless. And there's that one guy walking out with like a net catching them all.
Believe me, if it wasn't illegal, I'm the kind of guy that would collect rainwater and tell the people who like run my water bill to go fuck themselves. To see the monsoons we have down here in Arizona, you can collect a shit ton of water if you're smart about it. In the desert.
And there go the doggos again.
God damn these fucking dogs. Yeah.
Why does Soyboy keep entering and leaving? I don't get it.
Sorry
I don't
about
know.
the doggos. They
Oh,
bark.
no.
quietest sounds.
All
When
right.
you're walking by the door, they're like, "Holy shit, what is this?" And start barking.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely. I bookmarked the one page. I'll read more of the stupid later because I'm curious about it.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I'll probably end up laughing at some more of it. Yeah, I'll probably laugh at the Building 7 one.
What's Building 7?
World Trade Center Building 7. Not part of the two towers, but like a separate tower. And it's known that a plane did not hit that building. It was controlled demolition that brought it down.
Was it? Wait, sorry, I might just heard you completely wrong. Was it part of 9/11?
Yes.
So you mean to tell me it wasn't the plane that brought it down?
No, a plane hit the Twin Towers, but not Building 7.
Oh, what? So Building 7 was near 9/11?
Yes.
Oh, so it was near the Twin Towers, like close.
Yeah.
How long ago? How long after 9/11 did it fall down?
I think I don't really remember how long after, but I know it was on the same day.
If it was on the same day and not within an hour or something, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't think a plane did it.
No. I know it definitely happened after the Twin Towers were brought down by a couple of planes.
I thought it was only one plane.
No, I think it was 2 planes.
Well, there was a plane that crashed into the towers. Then there was a plane that crashed into the Pentagon, and then a third plane that crashed somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Wait, this all happened the same day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody
Holy
can find any sign that a plane actually hit the Pentagon because any picture you see of it, there's no trace that a plane was even there.
Jesus.
None whatsoever.
So
Which
9/11
was pretty
wasn't just the
impossible
Twin
to cover
Towers.
up.
It was a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot happened.
Well, I don't fully believe that. I don't fully believe that Bush did it, but what I think his involvement was, because I remember in one of the videos I made, a quote from a movie pointed this out, that we know Bush supported and financed the Saudi government similar to Obama. So maybe he didn't directly tell them to blow up the towers, but he inadvertently gave them the means to do so by sitting here, similar to how dumb Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton was. Oh, here's some money so you can make all the nukes, North Korea. Now just please don't blow us up, even though I'm giving you everything you need to blow us up. That's where I think Bush's involvement comes from. He didn't tell them to do it. He just inadvertently gave them everything they needed to do it.
So he basically took part, but not really took part. Like he didn't tell them, "Hey, do me a favor, hit these towers."
Yeah, he didn't tell them. What
them.
he did do was he financed them, though, because like Obama, he had a little bit too comfy of a relationship with Saudi Arabia, which is almost always bad news.
Oh, so much bad news.
Yeah, and there's someone from Saudi Arabia who's head of council of the United Nations.
Dun, 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 dun. That's not good.
I'm back.
Nope.
Sorry.
Not good at all.
Not good at all.
If you ask me, what the president should be doing is going to countries like Saudi Arabia and just telling them all to go fuck themselves. And if you try anything funny, we will We will make you our bitch, so don't try to something like that. It's one of the only reasons I kind of respect Trump to an extent, because at least goes down to these countries and at least it doesn't try to bend the knee.
Now, 9/11, like, was that just done by basic, terrorists, or was it done by ISIS?
It was supposedly done by Al Qaeda.
Never heard.
I actually need to do more research on this.
Well, I heard a lot about Osama taking place in this.
Well, here's another piece of the puzzle that people don't think about. The death of what the hell was his name? His name was on the tip of my tongue and I just lost it. Damn it. Now I have to try to remember his damn name. No, not Osama.
Saddam Hussein?
Yeah, Saddam Hussein. His execution was based on lies that could never be confirmed. Again, going back to that video I referenced on my channel, we know that man had no weapons of mass destruction. His execution was based on a lie.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me a lot about?
What?
There's a guy who's moments before execution. He was getting he was given the death penalty, and he was about to be poisoned, right? And before they seconds before they poisoned him, the phone rang. Everything stopped. Everyone dropped what they were doing. They pick up the phone, and they found out that he didn't do anything, and there was no and it was actually someone else. Meaning, technically, this guy was given a death penalty without any proof of him doing it.
True story?
True story, 100%.
Where was this?
I don't know where, but it was a story about the man who was seconds away from death, and then boom.
Oops.
Now
Yeah.
I haven't looked up about it, so I don't know if it was real, but basing it off of the things I've seen, it is internet real, if that makes sense. Meaning it's a 50-50.
All right. Well, there have been instances where innocent people have been wronged, and they haven't been done anything that bad to have them jailed.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about that Albert guy, all he did was create a website for pretty much everyone's convenience in the market, and I think he's still in prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why is he in prison?
He created a website that's sort of like an agorist website.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Agorist.
Yeah.
Like body parts?
No. You never heard of agorism?
No.
Oh, it's basically doing any business transactions that don't involve government.
Oh. Okay. That's not that big of a deal, though.
To them it is.
Apparently, government is the ultimate arbitrator and has to step in and be part of every economic transaction and be the decider of what's fair and what isn't.
So tell me this: when was he arrested?
Ross Albright?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look this up. Ross Albright. Okay, this guy, Ross William Albrecht, computer programmer. He was convicted of American darknet market operator and narcotics trafficker. Best known for creating and running Silk Road website from 2011 until his arrest in 2013.
Yeah, I
So this
remember
man,
that. I remember the story of the amount of steps the FBI went through just to get this guy arrested when they could have been using that time and effort to actually, arrest a real fucking criminal or
yeah, what the
underground
hell?
organization.
This man went to prison for 7 years just because of that.
Yep.
That's stupid as hell.
Because he had the audacity to sell drugs and guns.
That's literally like a basic criminal thing that a lot of people do, and they probably get. I don't think they get arrested for that long, do they? I may be wrong. I just think that's too much of a punishment for such a little crime.
I know, which is why I loathe the government, and which is why I really hate that stupid FBI meme that everyone likes to post around in the anime community, because it's like,
What, the
you
FBI
you
open up?
morons have no idea about the FBI, do you? They don't actually give a fucking shit about doing their job. They're just a bunch of government-run lapdogs.
Talking about
Yeah,
that meme
they're
with
there
the
to
FBI
protect
open
the
up
state's
thing?
interests. Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
bullshit.
what were you saying there?
Yeah, the FBI and the police and whatnot, they only exist to serve government's interests.
Yeah. Protect and serve the ruling class, not give a shit about their subjects. In fact, there have been 2 court cases in which revealed this. The Warren versus District of Columbia, 1981, and another court case which took place in the year 2005. And about a week ago or so, I did mention this to a minarchist statist who was trying to debunk anarcho-capitalism, calling ANCAPs extremists.
That sounds like an appeal to moderation. Oh, I'm a big brain centrist.
Yeah, you remember Mountain Man, right? Veteran
Oh,
Mountain Man?
that guy. Oh,
Yep.
God, that guy.
Yeah, that's who I was just. I did link to news about the 2005 court case that revealed cops don't have any duty to protect and serve the subjects of a government. And it pointed out to Warren versus District of Columbia, and I offered him this information to look into, but he didn't look at it.
Because it contradicted his narrative.
Yep. Yep, and cognitive dissonance.
It's one hell of a drug.
Yes, it is.
Only beat by statism.
Yeah. Where was it? There's this one meme in which there's a picture of a chimpanzee putting 2 of his fingers in his ears. Statist philosophy number 27. When reality conflicts with what I want to believe, I simply ignore reality.
Isn't that also how commies work?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, couple more people in the live chat. One of those guys, hello again, and Null has come back. One of those guys said in the chat, it's not wrong, they will criminalize thought. Null says, greetings. Equality of opportunity is social engineering. And Attack Helicopter Cat said hello to one of those guys. Alright, so that's what's been going on in the live chat. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, ANCAP Doggo, he's still relatively new to ANCAP stuff, so I've been helping him out and researching. So, Ancap Doggo.
Hello.
Yeah. So, and regarding to what I showed you about the CIA, are you planning to do a video about that?
I don't know. I mean, in the future, yes, but I want to make sure I know everything before I say a false lie. And
Yeah. Make sure you see everything and take notes and outline your script and all that. Yeah, those are all important things.
it was actually it was very interesting to me. It was one of the only things that were so far interesting to me from everything you saw.
Which one?
The monarch butterfly.
Oh, monarch mind control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's quite some documentaries on that too.
Yeah, I've been looking on YouTube for some more documents about it.
Mhm. There's one documentary I think I've seen. I think I've seen the title called Cywar's Battle for Your Mind. I haven't seen it. Actually, I haven't actually seen it, but the title I have seen and come across a few times. I hope YouTube didn't remove it.
YouTube didn't demonetization.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yep.
You
And
know what?
they also remove stuff that and like either bury stuff or remove stuff.
I'm starting to
I'll
think
be back.
that with my live streams, I've noticed when they get archived, they like cut out like a bunch of the beginning, and then it abruptly starts.
Really
Yeah,
strange.
yeah.
YouTube's been getting strict.
Yep.
We gotta get to
Literally,
BitTube.
you used to be able to let me think. You literally used to be able to say the N word. I mean, there's some videos that still have it somehow. But you'd literally be able to say the N word and wouldn't matter. But now there's videos out there being removed just because you said like a cuss word and you have like a PG channel, which I don't get.
There's this one channel named Dr. Sheem who has to censor himself, and it's so freaking annoying.
A lot of
I
people
hate
have
it
to
when
censor
when people have
themselves.
to self-censor themselves.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like,
He curses a
no.
lot, and throughout his videos, there's just so much beeping. And it's like, on one
If you cuss a
hand,
lot and you're trying to make a PG channel, don't make a PG channel.
like I don't hold back. Like with my channel, I will go. I will say what I want, and if people try to censor me, I'm going to keep working to get the video up, no matter what it takes. Like YouTube was hell bent on keeping my video about Antifa versus Disturbed off of YouTube, but their best efforts weren't enough, and I got it up there anyway. And I just put the uncut version on my bitch. They really tried their hardest, though. Antifa, Antifa's gay little song getting owned by Disturbed. And I use their song specifically where Disturbed tears the mainstream media new asshole. I wanted to put the music video up, but they would not let me put that music video up for obvious reasons.
See, that's one thing YouTube needs to control. You make a huge video, put a lot of time and effort in it. Let's say you put like 3 seconds of music in there, they demonetize it, they cancel it out. All of your effort just ruined.
But you know what's funny? It's like I put 2 other songs where I put the SJW privilege rap versus 50 Cent. That got put up fine. And then another time I put SJW, that stupid Goodnight alt-right song, against System of a Down, and that didn't get blocked. Well, I mean, they tried to block it, but I ended up getting them up anyway.
Like, so understandable. So when I was a kid, I made a lot of funny stuff. One of them had a weird song. It was a famous whistle song. I don't know. And it went up perfectly. Then I tried to put on another song. And this other song was not famous. It was a user-made song, actually. And it still got copyrighted. Like, is that copyright? Like, even stealing a user-made song?
Mm,
Is that considered copyright?
I don't care if the song is copyrighted or not. I mean, as long as I'm not uploading the full freaking song and trying to monetize it, what is the fucking issue? I'm just having these two. I'm doing these two different perspectives of these loser SJWs against real bands and real rappers.
Here.
Like, what the hell?
Here. Copyright is when you steal someone's thing, right?
yeah.
All right, so I don't get it. So we play music in our videos from someone else. We're not stealing it or claiming it as our own. We just want it because we like it.
Yeah.
And
How is that
I
copyright?
remember, I remember Mr. Dapperton was like asking for suggestions for a song for his new character, and I suggested System of a Down because they have a lot of great stuff. And he said, "No, I don't want to do that because of copyright. You can't do that." I said, "What the hell do you mean, Dapperton? I use a System of a Down song in my outro, and I don't have any issues. They don't care." Like, yeah, they'll put a claim on it, but they don't like block it or anything like that. They don't care. It's just like I use the song in my outro because it perfectly fits the outro, so it's like I use it, and it's like it's sad that Mr. Dapperton was like bending the knee to copyright. It's like, eh, I didn't care. I use System of a Down song in my outro, and they can't do shit about it.
Mm-hmm. You know, there needs to be like, can we have another YouTube except no demonetization? That would go out of hand, actually. Hold
I
up.
can't even get monetized. I need like 4,000 watch hours, which is why I have 2 dummy accounts so I can cheat the watch hour system. And then I have to get 1,000 subs.
I know. That sucks. I already got my watch crap. The subs I don't.
And people wonder why I actually don't care too much when my videos end up being longer than I intend, because it's actually good. So I can get plenty of watch hours. People tell me, why are your videos so long? It's like, I have my reasons. Like, what does it matter if the video is long or not? Like, if it's a good, entertaining video that you enjoy, isn't that good? More value.
Exactly. If you don't like the whole video, you just skip ahead. You know.
Yeah.
I hate people that comment on videos and that they hate it or they hate the person specifically. Then why'd you click on the video anyways?
I hate it when they bitch about like long openings. Like, I used to have this opening song, which I no longer use anymore because people wouldn't stop bitching about it, so I stopped using it.
Man, people hate too much.
One person flat out called me emo because of my opening. Because it has a dark, somber, slow barn tone to it.
A lot of people don't even know
ripped
what
me to
emo
shreds
means.
because I dared to use footage from things that was not my own. Yeah, even though all the footage I used, I didn't just put it there for shits and giggles. Almost every frame to my opening I did make, even though I did use a lot of imagery from like other things to get my point across, does have some significance if you know me as a person. Almost every frame has some kind of meaning to it, and it expresses something about me, my life, or my channel. All I saw was, wow, this is a 1 minute long intro, and how dare you use copyright material for any reason whatsoever, even if it's transformative, you thief, you fucking art thief. Like, are you gonna like shut the fuck up?
IP is a spook. You cannot change my mind.
Exactly.
I hate people that get like super butthurt and sensitive over quote unquote art thieves.
I just hate people in general when they send out hate comments because, like, you don't like the video or the person, then why are you still here? Just go away. You don't need your hate.
Exactly. Like I get hate comments, even a couple of death threats. This one guy really didn't like my opinions on Brock Lesnar in a video I made just ripping WWE a new asshole because they've gone to shit recently. And this motherfucker was sending me all kinds of death threats because I dared to not shit on Brock Lesnar like the smarts always do. And he said he was gonna like beat me up. He was gonna press his fist to my throat, calling me a pussy and all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm almost positive you're a fucking neckbeard who doesn't like Brock Lesnar because he's not a 4 foot tall gay midget that does 20 backflips.
Talking about El Luchador?
Unfortunately, there's an epidemic of vanilla midgets in WWE. Everyone is like barely 5 foot tall, and all they do is do pseudo gymnastics. They don't even fight or wrestle anymore. It's not even play fighting anymore. Now it's just a bunch of gay midgets doing pseudo gymnastics and gay rest holds. Oh, I'm sorry, air quotes submissions.
Are we talking about WWE?
Yeah.
That whole crap is just acting.
Yeah. And it's become, according to Otaku here, it's become worse.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it really,
fortunately,
really has.
SJWs infiltrated the WWE community and they killed it. It's gotten to the point where we want to have the women main event WrestleMania. Why? Nobody cares about the divas.
Like,
Women
not like,
want
I
any
agree. I don't, I absolutely hate the, what do you call them? Don't they have like a title in their name? They're called, not just called women wrestlers. Divas.
Yeah.
Diva. I don't get diva wrestling.
But they find the term diva offensive. Now they're just woman superstars.
If they find the word diva,
Basically, here's what they do with the women. Everything the male wrestlers do, they have the female wrestlers do. That's all. And they
wow.
call it a quote unquote woman's evolution, even though all they're doing is just copying what the boys do.
Seems
They
legit,
don't
man.
elevate it, they don't do anything different with it. And most of the women they hire are untalented and ugly.
A lot of it went from super heavyweight wrestling. Like now, a lot of it is just lightweight people, just as you said, doing a whole bunch of freaking tricks in the air.
WWE used to be about the storylines. Contrary to popular belief, wrestling is not a sport. It never was a sport, and wrestling fans are fully aware that wrestling is fake in the same way that we know that all movies are fake, but you get sucked into the story and the characters, so you don't care about it. But nowadays,
Exactly.
these retards that think that wrestling is real and they want to make it real, and then they act surprised when wrestlers end up dying because of it, like Misawa, who broke his neck on a suplex trying to make wrestling real.
Wow. Yeah, wrestling was never a good idea. Even if it is fake, you know how many people it's showing to, hey, go do this and see how it works. Stupid as crap. Like,
Well,
let's say you might.
they would always tell you not to do it. But hey, wrestling used to be entertaining. Wrestling used to draw sevens in the ratings. Nowadays, they can barely draw two. They draw literally about as much ratings as Fox News. And I think Fox News like averages like 1.4 every day.
Yeah. FAUX News.
You know, it's kind of like what's that? Wait, hold up. Hold up. I already forgot what the crap I was talking about. What was the main topic of this live?
It was
Well,
about 9/11 conspiracy theories. Some feminist retard.
I
well,
believe
title-
Oh yeah,
that
let me guess. Conspiracy theories are a tool of the patriarchy.
Yeah, they actually believe that. They believe. Here's how
Oh.
insane things have gotten. These fucking crazy ass feminists. They want. I addressed this in my video. They want the government to regulate movie reviews because of what happened to Captain Marvel.
What happened to
And
Captain
I
Marvel?
mocked this in my video. I said, wah, help me, mommy government. The mean man said something mean about our stupid movie. It blows my mind how mentally retarded some people are. Like, can't these feminists just go commit mass suicide if they hate this world so much? Or at least go to Saudi Arabia and make themselves useful? Yeah, they'll probably get killed, but let's be honest, who the hell cares?
Yeah, they'll be they'll be more useful there than they are here.
It's because of the crazy lunatics like that, like Antifa, feminists, all these criminals and political parasites. It makes me advocate for a real life battle royal program where instead of locking up criminals and other vile pieces of shit, we just put them in the battle royal program and have them kill each other for our entertainment. Who the fuck cares about them? They're worthless pieces of shit anyway. Though society would honestly be better off without them. And I'm actually against locking up criminals, at least the criminals that are actually a danger to society, not the petty criminals that shouldn't be there for victimless crimes. The real legit criminals and all the terrorists and all that, I'm actually against locking them up because why should we waste money and resources to keep these pieces of shit alive? Just fucking kill them. Or I say advocate for a battle royal program where we're just make them kill each other. If you're against the death penalty, okay, just have them kill each other. Screw it. Throw them on an island, give them 3 days worth of cheap food rations, and then maybe one weapon.
All right, I'm back.
Hello.
Hey.
I've been considering making a video discussing my idea and possible advocacy for a real life battle royal program to eliminate those scum from this earth.
Hello.
People thinking I'm some extremist lunatic.
Hey.
Marianne.
Yeah.
remember the story I said where Florida man stopped some gun, some shootout because he was giving a Hungry Howie's box of pizza? There was
sorry, what?
The
I'm sorry,
police offered a pizza to
yeah.
remember that? So in my high school, every Friday we do something called current event. And we have to get a current event and say it. I chose that as my current event.
Florida man.
Literally, my pastor did not believe the story and he had to look it up.
Yeah, last stream on Thursday, looked at a bunch of headlines about different Florida man stories. There was one that had up to 60 headlines. Yeah, and we've had enough Florida man to last us a month, it seems.
Florida man's the best.
Yeah.
What would Florida be? Wait, what is that one thing that everyone says? Florida is nothing without blank. Florida is nothing without Florida men.
Yeah.
Florida's nothing without Disney World. It's basically the South's garbage can.
What's that one word? when you're very emotional, but it's like it's a diagnostic or something. You are. It's when you can get mad within like that. What is that called?
Temper
Obese?
tantrum?
No. Not like you can get mad or sad, any type of emotion, just like that.
Depressed.
No.
Bipolar?
Bipolar, yes. Florida is not Florida without bipolar weather.
Yeah. Yeah, that Florida man. Florida.
Man, take me by the hand, take me to the land. That should be the new song.
I think my favorite Florida man is the one who led the cockroaches on a wild goose chase.
Wait, what?
Zombies eat. Hey, zombies eat my brains. Oh man, that's epic.
Man, Florida's great.
Yeah,
Literally, oh my
find a
god!
copy of that story and just bookmark it.
I have
So
I have a news thing of myself that I saw personally. So my dad was at Hungry Howie's, right? He owns it, and basically, all of a sudden, a car driving down the block, just coming down, decides to make a right turn into a building, and oh my god, not even gonna lie, pretty sure you might be able to look it up. Not sure what he said. Like they had to DIY him or something, drunk driving. They thought he was drunk driving, but he wasn't. His reply to the cops was literally, "I was just trying to pull into the parking lot." Exactly, like what? The parking lot's right next to the building, and he takes a right turn right into the building. Man, that's a Florida man if I've ever seen one.
Oh, crap.
What? Did that guy just say crap and then left?
I guess. I don't know. I guess it has something to do with his connection or something. I don't know. I don't know what's up.
Man.
I don't know why Koi left.
So, when does this live end?
Well, I guess it could end any moment, or unless anything else wants to cover something. If you have any more questions to ask.
Well, both you're all interested, I could screen share and show you that little snippet from that monologue I mentioned that was on the video I uploaded.
Which video was this? Which video?
It was this one.
Top best monologues
and speeches in media compilation. And this was the one I was talking about.
What?
I can't hear it.
Me neither.
The screen share might be busted or something.
I guess.
So what's the definition of? Oh god, hold up.
What?
Oh, that felt good. Okay, what's the definition of anarchist?
Someone who supports the abolishment of government and any kind of monarchy.
All right. Do you guys know the game Watch Dogs?
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
He's some hacking dude. So I was confused because let's say you kill a lot of now you might be like confused about this, but let's say so you are at neutral, right? And then you're in the game and you kill a lot of innocent citizens. If it was on accident, good. If it wasn't, well, damn, okay. And it makes your level to anarchist. But I was confused. What does anarchist have to do with anything about?
Yeah,
killing
it's a
innocent
bunch of
people?
mentally retarded video game programmers that don't know what an anarchist is. They're mistaking an anarchist for anarchy, and anarchist is not the same thing as anarchy.
Okay,
But a
what's
lot of
anarchy?
people think that they are. If you look up the
Anarchy,
definitions,
like
they're entirely different. An anarchist is someone who supports the dismantling and abolishment of government through non-violent means.
here.
Whereas
Yeah.
anarchy is all about violent revolution.
Oh, so like the anarchy is all those riots going out with all that pyromaniac
That's
people.
really what I mean.
Is that what like an
I
anarchy?
just call it terrorism.
Terrorism. Here, let me try to show you.
And not to get confused, anarchy with terrorism.
Exactly. Well, terrorism is about doing violence for political or religious reasons.
Yeah. Doesn't Antifa have like a political type of thing?
Yep, but because they're both terrorists. With Antifa, they're political terrorists. With Muslims, they're religious terrorists.
Yeah. I'll just highlight this here.
Give me a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna try to show you what I mean. Very, very confusing. Very, very, very. So what? Anarchy is like what you just said is kind of like terrorism in a way.
Well, anarchy is about a violent revolution and overthrowing of some kind of governmental system or dictatorship or monarchy.
Does anarchy have anything to do with killing innocent people?
Not really. Anarchy is more about killing people in power and tearing down the systems of power.
All right. So there's also another definition that is handed inside this game. But to get that definition or class level, I would need to. I saw this one time and I forgot what it said. But I had gotten 5 stars, of course, and I killed all the cops I could. In the very top right corner, it gave me a class level, and the class level started with the M. So I don't know what that says, like monk or minor. I don't know.
If they're going to be accurate, the term they would be looking for is going postal. That's the actual definition of what that is, like you just described in Watch Dogs. It's not being an anarchist. It's going postal.
Postal. What's postal? Oh, what I just described.
Yeah, going postal is basically when you go crazy and shoot up your workplace.
All right. Here.
Even though the original definition it says going crazy and shooting up your workplace, postal has also evolved to a second meaning of also meaning you just go postal and just go on a fucking rampage.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you just lose your sanity and go crazy.
So this is the game.
Games based on this.
This game is based off this dude, Aiden Pierce. He's a hacker dude that daughter died by someone. He's trying to hunt him down, but a lot of it has to do with the police. Like right now he's in a prison trying to save someone. Here, let me get to the part where it actually says something about anarchism or whatever. Anarchy, sorry. To be disrespectful. Hold up. And I'll get back to y'all.
All right.
Yeah, that sound isn't working on my frickin' end. It's really annoying.
Yeah. Let me just mute myself.
All right.
I don't know if mine's working or not.
Okay, I got it. Everyone calm down. Hold on, I got it. So
Okay.
right now, I'm here, and hold on. You have to kill someone just for it to show you. Right up here, reputation anarchist, and that's because I'm shooting a bunch of cops.
Yeah, that doesn't make you an anarchist. Now, maybe if you like went up and like shot some politician, they would still technically be wrong. But it's a little bit more. It fits the definition of anarchy, at least, where it's about a violent revolution and killing everyone in power.
Okay, so there's another definition. Let me try to. Now, for me to get this definition, I literally just have to have to kill as many people as I can. Apparently, hold up.
Again, these morons never look up the definitions of things, or things like Google like to change the definition.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
They've been known to do.
You're just add in synonyms that don't belong. That aren't actually synonyms. For example, let me look up the definition of rent on Google. What the heck? All right, here we go. Under the first thing in the definition of rent, looked it up on Google, and the synonyms. And the synonym is one of the synonyms is tariff. A tariff is a tax or a duty to be paid on a particular class of imports or exports. Yeah, that is confusing. Taxation and rent are two different things.
Because unlike taxation, rent is voluntary.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't pay rent, you get kicked out, but it was an agreement that you made ahead of time.
Yeah.
And you knew you would get kicked out, but you agreed to it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, with taxation, you get nothing in return, regardless of how many people try to say otherwise. No, you don't get anything in return with taxes. You just get half your income stolen. Or in the case of AOC, she wants to steal 70% of your income because she's retarded.
She's an economic illiterate.
Yeah.
Well, she only got a minor in economics, which makes sense.
All right. So, I guess you left a link to your video in the call chat.
Yeah, I left a couple of links down there. Since I can't seem to get the sound to work on my screen share for whatever frickin' reason, you'll just have to watch it yourself.
All right.
Yeah, I also left the links to the trap song I mentioned in that Antifa video that I uploaded that YouTube tried desperately to block.
Well, hopefully Ancap Doggo has something else to show us, or else I guess we'll just end the stream. I'll check live chat, see if there's anything going on. Nope.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, the live chat's been almost completely dead. Well, I got a few likes, at least.
Yeah, I still haven't done my stream yet because the people I keep wanting to invite on it, they never seem to be on, so I'm just like, eh.
Nah.
I might just say fuck it and do it myself and just screen share gameplay of me playing Pokemon Showdown or something.
I got it. I did it. Did it. I had to kill a lot of people in the parking lot. God darn it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Got it. All right. Okay. There. It's a menace. What the frick does menace mean?
Menace means a nuisance, a problem. When when you're called a menace, it means you're called problematic.
A problem?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird. I mean,
Hold on, let me look up the definition of menace for you.
I'm not good with definitions.
I mean, if I saw a man kill a whole bunch of people in the parking lot, I wouldn't call them a problem. I'd call them a disaster or a psychopathic person that needs help.
A threat.
A threat. I'd call them a threat. Not a problem.
All right, menace. A person or a thing that is likely to cause harm, a threat or danger. Danger, peril, risk, hazard, threat.
All right, well, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so basically, they got the anarchist term wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, well, like when I first saw it, I was like, wait a second, anarchist, anarcho-capitalist.
Mr. Dapperton doesn't even like to use the term anarchist anymore because it's been tainted by the communist shitbags. And now people
the
can't tell the difference anymore.
The anti-faggots.
So what, my developers are communists?
Probably.
Bloody commies.
W's have been trying desperately to infiltrate the gaming community so they can get it to bend to their will. Because they want to control all media, because if they control all media, they can finally brainwash you perfectly.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
People say that, oh, it's just video games. Who cares? Don't take it so seriously. Well, actually, it's very important because if they get their hands on video games, they will use it. They will use it to brainwash people. You morons. Okay, actual terrorists use video games to create soldiers and propaganda. I shit you not.
I'm surprised
so, yes,
the government.
It is important to not let the SJWs and the communists get their hands on video games.
Yeah, I thought the government would have tried to use video games to brainwash people.
Don't they do that with the military?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of people like to compare drone strikes to playing a video game, which is very disturbing.
Yeah, except unlike video games, drone strikes have real-life consequences.
Yeah.
That's why I'm adamantly against the government having any intervention in media whatsoever, even though they're retards that tell me, who cares? It's just media. Stop taking it so seriously.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's actually very important, you stupid fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I taught you so much. Look at you, big-time hacker now. Is that you in the news? The vigilante? You mentioned the second hacker at the Milwaukee.
All right. I guess. Oh well, let's see if AncapistanLounge has any more questions, or if anyone else has any questions or something else to talk about.
AncapistanLounge had no question.
Okay. How about the rest of you guys? Anything else you want to bring up before?
Wow.
All right. I guess since nothing, I think we pretty much kicked the main topic like a dead horse. And went over all these other topics, and that's pretty much done. So I guess we'll end the stream. All right. Thank you to Thirsty Fox, Koi Monster, Night Shift, Ancap Otaku, Arcano, Heartless Soy Boy, even though he was there so briefly, in and out. Thank you to Attack Helicopter Cat, Yellow Snake Podcast, one of those guys, Noel, for showing up in the live chat. Thank you all for attending. It's been a very interesting stream. Any last words before I end the broadcast, guys?
Not that I can think of.
If you like what I do or say, you can check out my channel by the same name, Ancap. I talk about video games, anime, libertarian philosophy, and occasionally current events.
All right. Well, good night, everyone.
Night.